mention.
No,
Just there.
I already got the gist.
No. The second part of After TCOM left was um
Oh, was he
God.
talking shit?
just me talking about how one of the things the US really wanted to do after the Civil War was declare that, you know, Chinese and Cornish people weren't human.
Oh,
Hey, don't worry. Irish and Italians were considered not white in America for a while.
Yep. I mean, Irish people were considered not white in Britain for a while.
you're not white. We are literally the same skin tone, but okay.
And also, Irish people are like notoriously pale,
I'm whiter than you.
but they're not ethnically white because they're Irish, and we want to, and our laws apply to white people.
Just say you hate how the Irish speak, you fucking weirdo.
We don't hate how they speak. We just want them to work on their land for no pay, and we'll pay them in potatoes, except when there's a blight, and then they have to leave the country.
What the fuck, dude? I don't get history anymore. I don't. People are dumb.
I mean, my ancestors basically got kicked off their land and had to go to Canada, or Australia. So,
as I found out from my family tree, apparently my dad's side of the family came from French criminals that were exiled during the Napoleonic era.
My family were essentially slaves for most of our family history, so yay!
Woo! Sarah, can you not scream, please? Appreciate you. I love you. Yeah, also, hi to everybody who's like coming in. All right, I got music up. We're alive.
That was also a wild statement to start the stream with.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry I'm a tiny bit late. I'm feeling a bit, like, overwhelmed and stuff, and I took a nap. And I come in here to start preparing for stream, and I have two water containers for my water. So that way I can, like, wash off my brushes. I am trying to hit the light that's supposed to be, like, right there. I'm trying to hit that light. I'm trying to move it, trying to adjust it. So that way, like, you know, you can see what the fuck I'm doing, right? And then, as I'm lowering it down, my hand, this is the cup of water, by the way, my hand goes... So I had to spend a little bit of time cleaning up water.
At least you accidentally didn't drink it.
So in the morning sometimes I like to paint, right? And I have coffee. You all know where this is going. I have dipped my paint in my coffee.
Yes, but have you drank your paint water from a...
Yes. Phoenix can attest.
I mean, who hasn't done that?
People that don't paint.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Dropped in to say that the Imperial Fists are the greatest chapter. Fortify. I mean, if you
Lies, exorcists.
I mean, if you like boring bricks, good on you.
The exorcists are the greatest chapter.
The Imperial Fists are more interesting when they're... The Imperial Fists are more interesting when they're blue.
Exactly. So
and no, I don't mean Ultramarines.
So you
or dark red.
I've tasted many colors. All of which are terrible. Raven Guards are better. Ah, yes. Let's talk about the Emo Club. Paint water full of essential vitamins and minerals, all part of a balanced diet. Yeah, guys, I just walk into GW stores and I start throwing back all those oils, you know? Like, it's an essential part of my diet, and there's nothing those fucking GW merchants can do to stop me.
I've told you the story about the guy who... I've told you the story of the guy when I was... years and years and years ago, I was sitting painting in the GW store with my friends. and a guy just walks in off the street, picks up one of the demo Marines, licks it, puts it back down, and goes, "That Space Marine didn't taste of fuck all," and walked out.
I think Liberator Gold is the best one to drink. It makes you feel rich.
I like to paint myself entirely yellow and then run outside screaming I'm rich.
If you want to be even richer, you can knock someone's teeth out.
Exactly.
Plus, also, if you do that, you get sent to the mental asylum and not prison.
So, what's new in the land?
Or you get sent to the or you get sent to the nice prison. Because if you're wealthy, you go to the nice prisons.
Yes, where you can have dogs.
And tennis ball courts.
And you apparently get, in some cases, you get out at the weekend.
That's actually just more of a minimum security thing in general, where you can go and work.
So anyway,
I'm trying to remember yeah.
How is everything on everyone else's end? I hope life hasn't been frustrating or annoying, because I did a very stupid thing, chat.
Oh no.
So for those that don't know, I was on 40K Jeopardy, which means that I am now in contact with a few 40K content creators, and we have some fun conversations. You know, we have some fun conversations. One of them was dragging Sanguinius's name through the dirt. And the second I started talking mad shit about Glorious Hawkboy, everyone started adding a very specific VTuber who loves Sanguinius.
Look,
Sanguinius died.
Look, you can't have dragged Sanguinius' name through the dirt any more than Horus dragged Sanguinius' face through his skull.
She saw everything that I said. She said, "Thank you for the response. This will help in my case." She has not responded since then. I am very scared.
Tell her this, and you can fucking quote me on this. Sanguinius died like the bitch he was.
I'm not gonna say that because my critiques were more pointed.
No. Quote me on that.
Quote you on that. I'm good. I'm not gonna say who it was because it's funnier if it's not said. But yeah, I'm very scared. And then I made a little meme because I'm like, this is what it's gonna be like. And it's a scene from Pymation's Sheriff Hayseed video where the mayor of the town is just fucking thrashing her office. But it's the VTuber and I and the chat, like the private chat entirely, are just Hayseed and his deputy watching the office get thrashed and just like scared out of their minds. But I can't show the meme as well because I don't want to like say the VTuber's name until she responds. My mods know who it is though, and that's more than enough for me. But yeah, let it be said, chat, that when you are a loyal fan of something, you will defend it to your dying breath.
Me with the Iron Warriors.
I'm amazed that you didn't like come out and like fucking stab me for my short today. Right.
Nothing you said was factually incorrect.
Ah, okay. So you'll only go after me if I start talking shit about the Iron Warriors and not be honest about it.
Yeah, like being honest, he is an incel. He's valid for his critiques about the Emperor. Just he's still an incel, though.
I was
I
taught.
think your
a new
points are
method.
valid. You're still an arsehole.
Your points are valid. You're still a dick. Hey, AOG, greetings from down under Versailles. The Void Worms asked me to say Ave Umbre. The fuck is that?
Ave Ombre.
Yeah.
Umbra, I think, means something like dark in Latin, so... Hail Darkness?
Oh, okay.
Oh, Hail the Shadows. That was close.
Ah, Night Lords fan. Got it. Or a Raven Guard. One or the other. Honestly, the only difference between a Raven Guard and a Night Lord is do you have a flayed baby on your armor?
You see, chat, that's literacy in action.
Me with Magnus on the library. I will recommend it to everyone I meet. All right. I love watching diehard fans crashing out or just pull out my portable chair, grab some popcorn, and just watch. I know I'm gonna get teared a new one, but I know for a fact what I said was fact. And I did preface it saying, like, I understand that not everyone has read the Horus Heresy. I understand this.
Also, Die Hard is a perfectly good movie. Like, I don't see why its fans are crashing out.
For me, I think it would be funny.
It peddles it peddles false information about vents. That's about the only thing.
Why would the orcs want to get out of the Feywild? There's people to smack in there. They don't want to leave.
Because the Fae are tricky and they wouldn't want to deal with that bullshit.
Nah, orcs would just get tricky back.
I just had an amazing image in my head of an orc trying to follow the house guest rules, the guest rules of a Fae.
Orcs don't follow the rules. They'll happily break shit. I like Horus and Russ interactions and where he's like, you pissed on my couch. Oh yeah, my meeting of the Primarch series. I did like 2 videos for. No, I did 3 videos for that. Because I got up to... Because I was doing it in the order of Primarchs found, I think.
You get up to Fulgrim, you get up to, not Fulgrim, you get up to Vulcan, and it's like, this could get very racist very quickly.
Yeah, I decided against it.
It's like...
I think the joke that I was originally intending to go with was like, I just gave him a completely normal voice. And it's just like, man, like, I thought you would have like an accent or something. Yes. But since I am being portrayed by a white man, I have decided against it.
Okay, that would have been a good meta joke. You should have done that.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
I should have done that, but at the same time, I'm just like, So, like, how often are we going to
be Ferris are just...
How often...
Ferris is like, I vaguely like you. Do you want to go in a corner and talk about hammers? Do I?
Do I? Oh, great. The 2 autists are having a fucking autist off about, fucking hammers. Is it weird that I find this fascinating, says Fulgrim. I know that, like, I'm working up on more, like, Gilliman stuff, and I do have, like, a plan for, like, a Lionel short, because it's been on my mind about, like, well, if the Ultramarines love watching Gilliman, like, crash the fuck out, what's it like on the other side with, like, the Dark Angels? How are they treating everything? And I like to imagine that Lionel is, like, the dad who's, like, trying to reinstitute order into the house after being gone for a week. Now, Azrael, we can't just go stabbing the Risen.
Why not?
I can't fucking anything in this rock!
I'm allowed to have secrets. That's the point of this. I'm not letting you into my room, Dad.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do Asmodai and Lionel. Because, like, Asmodai is that Dark Angel who Lionel would look at and go, right, I killed some of you back in the day. You're the kind of person that I stabbed violently in the face. But now he can't do that. Because Lionel is a person.
You're the sort of type of person I used to stab violently. And I'm told I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
So we're going to work this out like proper gentlemen.
I will meet you on the battlements with swords at dawn.
No, I was thinking he was like, so, Asmodai, I heard that you are very violent. You went, only against those that deserve it, Primarch. I have been reading some books lately. Would you like to go fly a kite with me? Like, he's just trying, like, all the challenge stuff.
Would you like to throw something called a football?
Will it help us find more of the fallen? No, but it would allow us to bond, is what I'm told.
I like the implication that they don't have any form of games on Caliban. There is literally no sport. There is just being knights.
I mean, we never really got to see, like, the culture of Caliban outside of, like, the Order, right?
The Orders, yeah.
So, like, we don't know if they have anything.
The multiple orders of knights, with the largest one being called the Order, because this was lore that was written in the early 1990s.
Yes, we have, like, several orders. The Order of the Monster Slayers, the Order of the Order of the Worm, the Order of the Order of Horsemen.
No,
what's your order called?
No.
The Order.
They do have a sport. It's who can meditate the longest.
That was
they don't
just
even
the
really
order.
meditate. They're medieval knights. They're not like they're like questing knights, like going out on to like hunt monsters and stuff.
You know, I
mean, it's better than what they were before because they're not Native Americans anymore, which is good.
That's a very deep red.
Why is it good they're not Native Americans? Well,
I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit insensitive for a British company to have an entire organization where a group of ethnically Native American people have their names taken away from them.
I need to say something here. Ed Knopp, the Halo device was mentioned in an RPG book. You're never going to find a short story or 40k book about it. It was designed for Rogue Trader or Dark Heresy. I don't remember which RPG, but it's never been mentioned since. You're never going to find anything about it. I'm sorry.
And they're not going to mention it now because copyrightable.
Yeah, it's a Fantasy Flight thing, and a lot of people bring it up because it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, these things just exist. They make you, like, hyper-intelligent, but they also slowly kill you. And, like, degrade you and deform you, and you become, like, a Eldritch Horror or something like that. And it's just...
And GW's not going to do anything about it because Sony will sue them.
Yes.
Or whoever owns Halo now.
Okay, I looked it up. It's mentioned in both Dark Heresy, Disciples of the Dark Gods, Rogue Trader, Forsaken Bounty, Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, the game, and Rogue Trader core rulebook.
Yeah, so it's an RPG thing.
Yep.
Dark Angel activities, sword duels, and jousting and dealing with their chaplain constantly screaming fallen. What do I think about the Night Lords? I am a part of that group that, on the face of it, I think of the Night Lords like I think of the Iron Hands. They are much more interesting without their Primarch. Because...
And they need a good writer.
Yeah. Aaron Dembski Bowden is a good writer when it comes to the Forces of Chaos and Renegades. The Night Lords deserve more books outside of the trilogy, and they did get a new one. I just haven't read it yet. But the Night Lords are interesting because they are... The best way to put it is that they are what Space Marines were originally intended to be back in Rogue Trader. They're brainwashed criminals. Except just drop the brainwashing. They're just pieces of shit. And that's what's fascinating about them. They're not high and mighty. Well, they do act high and mighty to those beneath them. But, like, they're honest about what they are. They're pieces of shit. They know they are. What are you going to do about it? No one's coming to save you, kind of a thing. And it's really funny when you read books with them in it, because a Space Marine will weather a storm of fire. A Night Lord will just grab somebody and throw them in the way of the fire for them. Or they'll just jump behind an ally. It's hilarious. Or they'll run away, as like Old School just said. They are a fun Traitor Legion to play with. They're a fun Traitor Legion to follow. When they interact with the other Traitor Legions in books, it's always moments of like, why haven't you given yourself over to the Dark Gods? I don't know. Why are you a little bitch? Because they're a bunch of gangers. They're hive scum. They're criminals. They aren't going to, like, talk nice to you. They're not going to, like, treat you with the reverence you deserve. Nah, you need to prove to them why you deserve to be talked up to. You need to earn your place in the yard, bitch. For lack of a better term. And then you
I think when it comes to the Dark Gods, I think the conversation is more like, hey, why don't you serve the Dark Gods? Why are you a slave to them?
Exactly, right?
What's in it for me?
Yeah. They're in, and that's what makes them interesting. They're Space Marines that don't act like it. They actually have a personality. They actually have their own system of doing things. They have their own codes and ethics. Like, even Night Lords have ethics, apparently. Like, that is so wild to me. That the Night Lords themselves are just like, listen, I'm a piece of shit that skins and flays babies. You're a fucking monster.
Look, the best way to describe Night Lords is, yes, they have their principles. And if you're more powerful than them and you don't like those, they can find some more.
Mm-hmm. And that's what makes them interesting. That's what makes them, like, fun in my brain, is that you can write them any way you want, and it just kind of works. Just keep in mind that, like, they're the kind of assholes that enjoy inflicting pain.
And not consensually.
Remember, chat, some people like pain in the bedroom.
I mean, some people like pain outside of the bedroom.
Yes.
There's an entire fucking saying about people going to the gym about that.
For some reason, I didn't follow you. Don't read into that too much. Oh, hey, Possum. Shit, hi!
I don't know. I think Talos likes consensual pain.
One debt to society later.
Seems like that kind of guy.
Greetings from Australia. Hi, Fabricator General Larry. But now I do follow him. We're good. Awesome. Good to see you, Possum. How you doing? How's your romp through fucking Reddit this time? For those that don't know who the hell I'm talking to, this is Possum. This is someone who helps tons of 40k content creators when it comes to, like, fact checking, reading through stories for them, like for Adept is Ridiculous. Helped Astra Vale when it comes to his 40k Jeopardy. Finds just the deepest wells, goes down them, and then somehow does not go insane from their deep dives into the, what's the place of Mars it's, like, forbidden to go down to again? I'm drawing a blank.
Labyrinth?
Oh, yeah. No, the, there's the one where the dragon is, but there's also the Vaults of Morrican or something they're called.
Either way, one of those places.
The The ones that the Dark Mechanicus opened.
Yeah, goes delving down there. Deep in the labyrinth, baby. Yeah, goddamn. It's about 12:30 in the night in the UK. Oh yeah, I know. Listen, I have two kinds of people in my life. I have Americans and I have people in the UK. Finding a fellow Canadian has been an exercise of luck. For a long time, I thought I was the only Canadian.
I think at least one of your mods is from Canada.
Yeah, my brother and my roommate.
I don't want to dox the other person. Like,
that's fair. Hello, boss. Hello. What paints do you use? I'm a basic bitch. I use Citadel. I know people are like, you should use Army Painter and stuff like that. Well, I got comfortable using Citadel, so I'm going to be problematic.
that being said, you should still use Bold Titanium White by Monument Hobbies, because it is the best white.
Oh, thank you for the
Antique on the logo with me on this.
poutine.
Ooh, poutine.
I'm a Canadian. Hi, Putz. And I meant like Canadian content creators. I'd say that the Night Lords respected Sevatar more than Conrad. Well, yeah, because Sevatar didn't despise them outright. He hated a lot of them, but, like, if you gained his respect, you gained his respect.
Every mob boss needs a conciliary.
Exactly.
That's what Sevatar was.
If you actually prove to be, you know, smart, and not just in it for the shits and or giggles, he actually, like, tolerated your existence. Note I said tolerated. Which, for a Night Lord, might as well be like.
Sevatar didn't fucking settle any disputes.
Oh, he ended them.
He did.
Yes,
I mean,
the same way that you settle
not
most
in the way,
disputes.
not in the way an actual consigliere does.
Well, that's not his job. He's first captain of the Night Lords.
Hey,
He solved
old school
problems.
is the one. Old school is the one that called him a consigliere. Okay.
He solved problems.
Yes, many problems permanently.
That's not what a consigliere does. They settle disputes.
Was there a dispute after he solved the problem?
He's got a point there, unfortunately.
It's got you there. I wonder when we get another Ultramarine Mini. It's been far too long. You're right, we need like 5 more. I personally think we should have Marnie's Calgar, and then after that we should have another Marnie's Calgar. Marnie's Calgar on bike, Marnie's Calgar with jump pack, and then the greatest Marnie's Calgar of all, Marnie's Calgar as a knight. And then stealth drop, Marnie's Calgar, the Imperator Titan.
I mean, non-ironically, I actually wouldn't mind Space Marines getting
That'd be hilarious.
their own pattern of night. Getting their own pattern of night. Like, genuinely.
I mean,
Honestly,
Kinda
Space Marines
nice.
getting a knight would be awesome.
Marnie's Calgar,
Yeah.
but he's the bike itself. Yes!
That's
He's
the
both
energy
bike
we
and
need.
the rider.
Also, I am going to say this. I think one of the best jokes that ever came out of Transformers was Transformers Prime, when the main character, Jack, and RC are working on a bike together, and he looks at RC, and RC just, like, grabs something, she's like, you need this, doohickey? You're a bike, RC. Wouldn't you know everything about that? You're a human, Jack. Can you build me a small intestine? And I'm just like, damn, bitch came with facts.
Okay, actually, genuine question. What would you add to Space Marines at this point?
What would I add to Space Marines? Like something new or add back? Because there's a difference.
Something genuinely something new.
Genuinely something new. You know what? I want a grav team. I want a team like entirely with gravity guns again.
Your grab team?
I feel like that could be an Eradicator build.
It
Like an
could be.
Eradicator loadout.
I miss grav weapons. I miss grav cannons. Fucking Chaplain with jump pack can take a grav pistol. And I'm like, where's the rest?
That's it?
Where's the rest? You sons of bitches!
I mean, I've got a solution for you if you want grav weapons.
What's the solution?
You play Leagues of Votan.
I want grav weapons that are Imperial, not Votan. I don't want... Listen, I already can't convince my wife to let me play Age of Sigmar. Unless it's digital.
He says to the person who's literally in the process of like finishing off painting his spearhead for Age of Sigmar.
Ava is like, announcer, I need to get you to play like Age of Sigmar because he's trying to like bring me over to their side, right? And I'm just like the wife won't let me.
It looks like a cool game. Like I'm not, and the models are sweet. I'm just not in love with enough of them to like collect a full army. I want to try it at least.
And then I'm just like, listen, I'm still sad about Malachi Makaisen not being in AOS. And he's like, well, we have an entire group of engineers. And I'm like, yeah, how dare they stand where he stood?
I mean, if you want, it's not technically Malachi McCallison, but you can just take Goblin Hears in the Dwarf Army in Old World.
I mean, fair.
You can have multiple Goblin Hears.
But it's not AOS, so...
No, it's better. Because they're in squares.
They're in squares.
Oh.
It also has, like, occasionally very sensible rules. Like, if you need to, like, wheel your unit around the edge of the board, and your models, like, temporarily go off the edge of the board, they don't just, like, die. Because the world doesn't end at the end of the battle, at the edge of the battlefield.
Question, what is your opinion on the Pater Mutatis lore, if you know anything about that? The what?
Father of Mutation?
It's a Chaos God of Mutation. It has on it was mentioned once in chapter 5 of Fabius Bile Manflayer, once in the epilogue, and then once in chapter 11 of Clone Lord.
So
I got nothing. It exists.
A great pedigree.
It exists. I'm sorry, I got nothing for you. What do I think of Oberon and Xandric? They're funny. Wait.
the original gay couple in Necrons.
Oh, my camera turned off. What the fuck? What the fuck? My camera turned off.
Still on.
No, like my VTuber camera turned off.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to go in and fix it. Do I think Fabius Bile might become a Chaos God? He's not going to become a Chaos God. That's not how that works.
What?
He wouldn't even want to.
What happened with the Emperor becoming a Chaos God was hyper-specific to him, and it was a machination of the 4 Chaos Gods working together.
Also, we don't even know if it would have worked. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
We have zero clue if it would have worked or not, because the Emperor had best friend energy on his side.
But also,
Literally.
like, everyone that tells us about it is either dead or super fucking unreliable.
Yeah. Even the Emperor is an unreliable bastard.
Exactly.
Or
Oh, deeply.
He was the primary one I was thinking of in terms of being unreliable.
How much do I think the Black Templars would chill out if they were given a Astartes grade pot?
Not at all.
Not at all. They're... Believe it or not, weed does not chill you the fuck out as many people believe it does. It's a depressant, but weed just lowers your reaction time and calms anxiety, which is not what the Black Templars suffer through.
They absolutely do not know what anxiety is.
like, so as the user in this chat,
Fight for the users.
just shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
To get like those like, you know, life realizations that like you'll see like people get, you have to be in the right headspace. That's the thing you want to have happen from that experience. And the Black Templars aren't gonna want a life-changing, like, you know, expansion of the mind type experience, because to them they are perfect the way they are.
They just wouldn't be screaming too loud about it, you know? Damn, should give sub to Depressed Gilliman. You assume he does it on a regular basis.
It's gonna be like giving your extremely racist MAGA uncle more alcohol. That's gonna be the effect of giving Black Templars weed.
That's a statement. I want your opinions on this. I want to start 2 Chaos out of 4 factions that I personally like to play against. My Ultramarines. Pick a Black Legion, Iron Warriors, Night Lords, 1,000 Suns.
The Iron Warriors.
You're going to pick Night Lords and Iron Warriors.
Iron Warriors. It's the only choice. If you don't choose Iron Warriors, we'll siege you until you do.
I was gonna say, like, well, like, rules wise, like, playstyle wise, or like lore wise, it's like, what axis are we talking about here in terms of like choosing other, like, that's the.
Well, they're choosing Chaos Space Marines, so, and 3 of them were regular CSM, and then the other one was 1,000 Suns. And I'm never gonna recommend people play 1,000 Suns until they have at least 1 army under their belt. Because 1,000 Suns are going to kick your ass with how little options they have. And how you have to get super fucking tricky with them with their psychers and such. Which a new player is going to really struggle with. Not saying, like, people are stupid and shit like that. Just saying, like, no, the army's complicated and you have to really understand that, like, we are not a melee-focused army. We have 3 melee units. One of them's a vehicle, and the other is like fucking garbage. And that's Zangors. So your only melee unit worth its salt is your Scarab Occult Terminators. And, of course, when people see 1,000 Suns, they're going to groan because, ugh! Scarab Occult Terminators. Yeah, well, fuck you. They're the only goddamn melee unit we have in the army.
And essentially the only heavy option you have, too.
Yeah, because we have Rubrics, but guess what? Rubrics only get bolt guns at AP2, damage 1, or flamethrowers at AP2, damage 1. Our entire army,
Like,
like Thousand Suns, hate Space Marines. They want to fuck over Space Marines.
you can take Spawn and a Mutilate Vortex Beast.
Yeah, but Spawn only come in units of 2 now. And they get shot at the board real easy. It makes me sad.
It's probably a really big disconnect for people that come apparently over from AOS, because apparently in AOS they're like super tanky.
Oh yeah, they are. Shit. I need to look at the Red Corsairs are painted. A menagerie of red and blacks. Thank you very much. This helps me so much. Night Lords are really limited on minis. They're not, because you play CSM and you just buy the upgrade spruce for Night Lords. Or you buy the kill team for Night Lords.
They do have a sick kill team.
They do. I bought that box, and I'm currently still building it.
Or you go to some lovely third-party websites and buy their their bits to convert your Night Lords. There's some fantastic helmets out there on the internet.
Oh, but GW takes down all the third-party websites. I can still find them pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's when they start obviously ripping off the copyright that they get involved.
Yeah. That's
And
the
even
one
then,
thing.
they usually just take them. They usually just take them down from like the distribution thing. They don't tend to take them down from like the people who have already like printed the stuff.
Yeah, and I that's the one thing that like I catch a lot of tubers on that are saying like, oh well, GW just like takes down like everybody. Really? Why did they take them down? Because they were printing off, because like they were trying to make a business. No, don't jump to that fucking excuse, because that's not illegal. What were they doing that caught GW's attention? And then they had to pussyfoot around it.
Yeah, it's stuff gets taken down because it could genuinely damage their brand, like in a monetary value.
Or it would hurt their ability to actually enforce their copyright.
Exactly.
Yeah. Again, hurting their brand.
Hence why I'm just like, why? What did they do? Like, what did the person do that caused GW to come down on their head?
And people are like, oh, well, they say you're not allowed to use like 3D printed stuff at their events. Like, they say you're not allowed to use 3D printed miniatures unless you sculpt them yourselves. Are they going to check your qualifications to state that you're not a sculptor?
That's a mystery. Holy shit, we have 100 views. That's a lot of people. Hi. I'm not used to 100. Hi. Hello.
If you would like to support the boss, he has a Patreon and also various other means that you can support him financially, because times are tough at the moment.
If you can't pay, don't worry about it. Just sharing the streams and the videos and subscribing on YouTube helps too. Hi everybody. I'm not used to seeing all of you. Holy shit. Don't panic. Too late. I guess you all wanted to see Pirates. Yo, Pirates of the Caribbean was a good movie.
It was a good movie. It was unironically a good film. It is the best film based on a Disney ride.
You best believe you're living in a fairy tale, Miss Swan. You're in one.
That movie caused a redesign in the Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Apparently. Yes.
Which one?
The Army of the Dead. They were meant to basically look like how the Pirates of the Caribbean, like they were meant to basically look like humans that were like zombies rather than ghosts.
Oh.
And then, like they saw the trailer, they got shown the trailer for Pirates of the Caribbean, and they're like, oh, they basically did the same thing we were going to do. Okay, take the same makeup but make them ghosts.
That's a creative
So
way of
it's like-
handling it.
Yeah, basically.
I gotta say, I do love the Red Corsairs. Like, so much, goddamn. Is there any Red Corsair fluff that you like best? Mostly the Badab War. I like the Badab War. Their new stuff, though, is really interesting. From the Master... Like, the Lair of the Tyrant. That book goes into detail about all their stuff and, like, how they operate now, and Huron's Inner Circle. We have a Mantis Warrior Librarian who joined up with him, and this guy is, like, the master of reading minds and shit. And so he's used as a spy master, and if he knows you're loyal, he knows you're loyal just by looking at you. And if he knows you're loyal, he doesn't peer into your head. Unless you give him a reason to. And then they just casually remark, oh yeah, like he mind controls whole gun decks to fire accurately. I'm sorry, he does what? He just looks down at the gun deck and goes, you're all my slaves now, and you get to use my ballistic skill.
You're saying it is battle meditation from Star Wars.
Yes, unironically.
I mean, that's less making them slaves and more just... I'm not gonna go into the fucking depths of that. That's a rabbit hole.
I know you fucking hate it.
I don't know when the Emperor did it. Apparently, it made an entire fucking fleet like just stop functioning when he died.
Because he had been doing that for 20 fucking years, apparently.
Yeah, bullshit.
And the entire...
It's because the film was over and we needed to bring the battle to an end.
Yeah, that's the actual reason. But like you know how fucking Legends was. It's like, oh, we need to explain this and why they suddenly collapsed and became useless. It's like,
then there's
shut
the
fuck up,
Admiral. The Admiral. I'm forgetting her name, like off the top of my head. God damn it. Masters of the Maelstrom. I do like the Masters of the Maelstrom as well. Their new Admiral character, she's fucking amazing and hilarious. Admiral Sargoda, she used to be a part of Fleet Solar, and she was actually a really successful admiral, if not brutal as fuck, because she had to prove herself like time and time again, and she was very politically savvy. She knew how to talk. She knew how to talk the talk, walk the walk, all that kind of stuff. But then, one time when her ship got boarded, her enemies used that against her and played it up. And she lost everything because of that. And she got, like... She didn't get, like, court-martialed, but she got sent to a posting that was extremely backwater. Right near the Maelstrom Zone. And after a week, the security in that sector was compromised, and the Red Corsairs came in, stole everything, and she went missing, only to be seen a part of Huron's Inner Circle later on. And that was funny. Her whole shtick is that she's the human liaison between the human captains and the Space Marines. Because she's the kind of person where she will just call you on your shit, and it's something that like a lot of people don't know about Space Marines. Most Space Marines don't know how to do naval conflict. Space Marines know how to do two things very good: get in and kill. It's why most of their strategies are burn full speed, launch boarding pods. And then they just let their Marines solve out the problem in the enemy ship. She's like, you can't do that in every conflict, you dumb fuck.
It's why in which book was it? I think it was False Gods. When you're getting the perspective from the Iron Hands, and you're following the ship captain, everyone's like, "Oh, he's rare because he's such a good ship captain."
It's not False Gods. False Gods was
but no, it's the you're getting that perspective leading up to the Isfan.
You're probably thinking of Fulgrim or Galaxy in Flames.
I think it is Fulgrim.
Because it's Iron Hands, right?
Yeah, it's the Iron Hands ship captain.
That's Fulgrim. Yeah. And Huron is a master, like, tactician, but he has a blind spot when it comes to naval conflict. It's actually what fucked him over in War for Badab, like the Badab War. And so Sargoda is that he's rectifying that mistake with her. And she gets to talk to him as an equal, not his better, his equal, and she understands that. I.e., I don't talk down to you that you're a filthy mortal, and you don't talk to me like I'm a fucking idiot. And she goes, "Yep, understood."
Well, also the thing is, like, the Space Marines in general, like Chaos also has this problem, is they think they're frontline soldiers. They're not. They are experts in expeditionary warfare. Basically, get in, destroy this objective, and then fall back or hold it until reinforcements can arrive and can continue the assault.
Yes.
And that's how they're supposed to be using their fleets. And they don't.
The Red Corsairs do it that way.
They do. And as we see, the Imperium doesn't know how to deal with that.
And that's what I like, is that we got a fleshed out Red Corsairs that aren't just like, oh, well, they're successful pirates because super soldier. It's, no, they're successful because they actually have to think like fucking pirates. They're raiders.
And they understand what they are.
Yeah. Huron fully understands that, like, I don't have the resources of the Imperium anymore at my disposal. I have to think a lot smarter and harder than I ever did before. He doesn't even control the Maelstrom. He controls, like, 1/3 of it. The other 2/3 are owned by, like, Xenos warlords and other renegades.
But he controls one of the most important sections of it. That's the thing.
Yes. That's what they make very clear in Lair of the Tyrant. He controls the most important part of it, but he doesn't control all of it. And even then,
he doesn't have the resources to control all of it, and he understands that.
So what will you paint after the Red Corsairs? I got a really big tank to build and paint. A tank that old school doesn't like. I like to know how his rivals are. He is rivals with a orc freebooter captain, which is just funny. Because that orc freebooter gives him so much shit, apparently. There's a Chaos Night House in there that he can't really dislodge, because it's Chaos Knights. You try dislodging that. And then there's his main rival, which is the Eldritch Raiders of the Eldar. And Prince Iriel.
I mean, he could, but the amount of resources it's going to expend isn't really worth the effort.
Yeah, it's
Especially
just
because he's not getting any of it back.
Yeah, it's just not worth his time. So he just says, fuck it, you can exist there.
Which is also why I like Huron, is he understands what's actually worth his time.
It's
And he steps up to Abaddon, calls him a bitch.
yeah, because he's coming at it from a position of like, you want the Imperium to burn, but you're doing it in the most like illogical way possible. I want the Imperium to suffer. But this is something where it's like,
One debt to society later.
it does read like he is telling Abaddon to go fuck himself, but it's also a situation of he doesn't understand who Abaddon is and what Abaddon's trying to do.
Yeah.
Because Huron, despite like his intelligence and everything and how actually successful he is, he's ignorant to what's going on with others. Because he doesn't
Also, he doesn't care.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't give a shit about what Abaddon's trying to do.
He's not as old as a lot of them, so he doesn't really know a lot of the shit that happened long before him.
Yeah, Abaddon, it comes back to, like, a problem with Abaddon, and, like, people are like, oh, well, he's just, like, the dumbass that got stuck on Cadia. No, Abaddon didn't get stuck at Cadia. The Forces of Chaos got stuck at Cadia multiple times, while Abaddon just bypassed Cadia and went and did whatever he fucking wanted. Which was, get in, go fuck up the thing I need to fuck up, or go sabotage the thing I need to sabotage, get out. And then attack Cadia, which was then rewritten. I know a lot of people hate the rewrite of Abaddon suddenly gaining competency, but the rewrite wasn't Abaddon suddenly gains competency. The rewrite was, this isn't a fucking stalemate anymore. Because Abaddon won the ground war on Cadia. Like, he beat Castellan Creed in the ground war of Cadia. And then the rewrite was, yeah, no, he won the ground war, but thanks to the Pylon network, he was at risk of losing it, so he had to blow up the planet. It wasn't a temper tantrum, it was a, oh fuck, this is actually fucking with my allies. I need to get rid of this.
And the reason he got stuck at Cadia was because during the original Eye of Terror campaign, the Forces of Chaos won most of the actual battles during the campaign, but they were really, really bad at Battlefleet Gothic, and that was what was accounting for all of the space battles.
Yep.
Also, the story of the captain of the Blackstone Fortress was so fucked when it comes to Abaddon. Like, holy shit, dude.
Daddy, love me! Yes, I'll love you as you die in orbit.
God damn.
Did you two talk about the Angry Marines, please? No. They're boring.
It's an old meme. It's been played out.
They're an old 4chan
older
meme,
meme,
and
sir.
4chan can suck my ass.
It was funny when I was 15.
Ooh, there's a conundrum for the internet.
What?
What was worse for 40K, 4chan or something awful?
Isn't Something Awful Forums a part of 4chan?
No.
They're technically their own separate thing.
Yeah.
No, no. Actually, better question: what was worse, 1D4chan or 4chan?
1D4chan,
Yeah, 1D4chan.
easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 1D4chan. Because it perpetuated a lot of the memes that I got tired of. And then now I have to spend most of my time correcting.
I mean, their unit analysis was actually usually decent.
Yeah, but
That's not why people were there.
that's not what they were there for.
Memes aren't lore, people. Also, it's not lore. I really wish people would stop calling it lore.
It's fluff.
It's fluff.
Thank you.
Fluff, or
Thank you for
it's-
coming to my side on that one. It's not lore, it's fluff. Lore is
I've been there
consistent.
for a while.
Lore has to be
And-
consistent.
I mean, reasonably.
Reasonably
like-
consistent. 40K is not reasonably consistent. It is unreliable.
Well, 40K is consistent in the sense that everything that is written was theoretically something that someone in the universe believed.
Yes.
That is their rationale.
Therein lies
Everything
the
is true.
problem.
technically nothing gets retconned from 40k because it is still canonically true that somewhere in the 41st millennium, someone has written that particular piece of lore down somewhere. Like the things like the Necrons are a really good example of that. I was watching the Codex Compliant video earlier about the first Necron army list, but like the whole idea of the Necrons, which is that in their first couple of in the first couple of books and articles and things that were released about them, it's the Imperium learning more and more about them and just completely misunderstanding what they are, basically. So like their first full codex is essentially, this is what the Imperium thinks is happening, and it's completely wrong. Like, ultimately. But like, maybe it wasn't completely wrong, because it turns out there were actually Necrons who were like still worshipping the Catan. There was like an entire cult of those. I kind of wish they kept the technology disruption. I kind of wish they kept the technology disruption thing, because that's a kind of cool idea that they don't really do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They apparently had this thing in like the original Necron Raider thing, which was that Necrons emitted like an energy pulse or like an energy field that like meant like recordings of them got wiped like automatically. Imperial technology just stopped working around them.
Please say yes. Even the Rainbow Marines from First Edition, yeah, the Rainbow Marines are still canon.
Yeah,
they're not
Rainbow
abstract
Warriors?
like a lot of people think they are, but they're canon.
They might have been wiped out. They possibly were refounded into another chapter, or just like rechristened as another chapter officially by the Imperium, but like without ever saying we got rid of the previous ones.
Yeah, they're still canon.
Random White, what part of the hobby interests you the most? Because that's usually the most important part of where to start.
Mm-hmm.
Even those Glamrock Noise Marines, that's how Noise Marines originally looked. So yeah, like there are Noise Marines that look like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I needed to hear this.
Somewhere
Thank you all
out
so
there
much.
in this wide galaxy.
What, guys? You think Rainbow Warriors is the stupidest thing we've ever come up with?
I still stand by Ultramaids is one of my favorites because that was a really good paint scheme.
Yeah. Oh, the Ultramaid, the Maid Marines miniatures and paints look sweet. Like they're done.
Yeah, it's unironically really good art.
Yeah, I've the person that's done it, that sculpted them, is like the full like Space Marine kill team set. So you can use them as a kill, and they've got all the unit types in it as well. Sweet.
Ooh.
Guys, I'm gonna go through the names here. Angels of Damnation, Angels of Fire, Angels of Fury, Angels of Iron, Angels of Penance, Angels of Redemption. We got enough angels yet?
No.
We have Auric Patricians, Astral Hawks, Avengers. We have the Avengers, guys. We have the Avengers. Beasts
and also
of
the Avenging
Annihilation.
Sons. They're a separate chapter.
We have the Blazoned Legion. We have... Sorry, I'm just trying to, like... The Brotherhood of Darkness. Oh. Celebrants. Celestial Guard. Celestial Alliance. Champions of Thanatos. Clerics. We have a chapter called the Clerics. The Contenders. What are they contending with?
Themselves.
Do you think they have an entire like order of like aspirants, or like they're failed aspirants, or like I could have been a contender?
Guys,
yeah.
What's the edgiest name you could think of for like a Space Marine chapter Chaos Warband?
Oh,
Death Kings?
I don't know, like the Blades of Death or something.
T-Com, you want to weigh in?
What was the question?
What's like the edgiest name that you could come up with for a Space Marine chapter or a Chaos Warband?
The Midnight Blood.
Death Shadows. Good, yeah. Death Shadows.
I mean,
Death Strike.
Yeah, the Death Strike are what the Rainbow Warriors possibly turned into.
Yeah. Then there's Desert Lions. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then we have the Doom Eagles and the Doom Legion. Emperor's Warbringers, Emperor's Wreath, Emperor's Wolves. I don't know, guys. Do you think Exorcist is a little too on the nose?
Go fuck yourself.
Love you too, T-Com.
What was the...
Don't you ever...
Oh god, what was that chapter's name? So, like, you know the Little Sisters of Purification, the unofficial space, the one they come from a third party hobby magazine.
Yes.
They did a bunch of games, but they were one of the ones. They did a bunch of 40k articles, and they created another chapter in one of them, and I can't remember what they were called, but they actually had a really cool deal that I kind of wish another Space Marine chapter would take, which is that all their different companies, all their 10 companies, were all trained to fight in different biomes. Oh. It's their thing. Which is oh, cool, that's a neat idea that they haven't done in, for any of the official ones.
Yeah, chat, if you thought Rainbow Warriors is one of the dumbest sounding names you could get, nah, we can do dumber. You have not even begun to deep dive the depths that I have done, and I haven't even gone as deep as Possum has, apparently. Possum goes deeper than I do. I'm okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough from the well today. Possum's nah, drink that shit up, White Scar.
I like the fanon reinterpretation of the Rainbow Warriors, which is that Rainbow Warrior is Space Wolf. It's a complete it's an imperial mistranslation of their name.
Oh.
And it's they're the warriors of the rainbow of the rainbow.
Warriors of the Rainbow Bridge.
It's not the Rainbow Bridge because they've got the fandom has decided they have a Aztec or Mesoamerican theme to them.
Oh, the Rainbow Serpent.
So it's like the Rainbow Serpent or something like that. It's they're the warriors of the Coatl kind of thing,
cool,
which is that's cool. That's an interesting idea, and Rainbow Warrior is the imperial mistranslation basically.
That would also make sense because let's be honest, how many people know anything beyond basic Gothic?
Not many.
Yeah.
Even Gilliman has to have an Eldar translator with him.
Or the fact that the Imperium just reuses chapter names and numbers all the time, sometimes by accident apparently, which is why you get chapters with vastly different interpretations between editions.
Yeah.
It's oh yeah, we founded this one because we thought they were dead. Turns out they didn't die, and you're just this is awkward.
Yeah, they had to basically imply in the Badab War books that at some point the Raptors must have been completely reformed, basically from nothing. And it's because in 2nd and 3rd edition, the Raptors color scheme is bright blue and yellow.
What is
and then it goes to this drab green, ultra tactical vibe that they were going through with Forge World. And it's the entire chapter got wiped out and just got completely refounded.
I got two things here. What is the top 10 products I can buy for painting other than normal painting supplies like paintbrush and lights? I don't have a top 10. I just kind of do whatever the hell I'm not a professional painter. Yeah, a mini holder will help.
Because it lets you rotate without actually having to touch it or really get yourself working around on the base.
I just kind of freeball it. I got nothing. I'm not very good at this. I'm sorry, Lucid Assault.
Paint on the sprue like I do.
I would get yourself a palette of some kind, just a hard like plastic one that like at an art store. Weird tip that I saw someone using, and I don't hate this, is
makeup brushes.
No, it was using like the pee pads that you get for like puppies.
Yeah.
Like the waterproof pad that have like put that down on your table and use that as your painting surface, because you can use it like Boss is using the paper, and it's completely waterproof. If you spill like paint or stuff on it, it's not going to go through onto your table or whatever.
That'd be great for a wet palette, honestly.
Yeah.
It doesn't work as a wet palette because it doesn't stay moist. It just sucks up the moisture. But like it works as like it works instead of like paper towel basically, and it's fully waterproof.
I also have the I also had someone redeem a line read. Can I get a I am vengeance. I am the dawn. I am Rubute motherfucking Gilliman. There, you happy?
He's so tired of everybody.
You fucking happy about that? I read it. You happy now? Gilliman be like, why are you not wearing shoes?
I can just feel...
Uriel, why are you not wearing shoes again? And
they are confining and restrictive.
You know this is the Fortress of Harry. You have to have some decorum.
The Codex Astartes does not support this footwear.
You can't wear Crocs to work.
Decorum. Tell that to Diogenes. That man's nude. Also, the philosopher was absolutely insane.
He was funny.
Yeah, that man knew exactly what he was doing.
I am Alexander the Great. I will give you anything you want. Get the fuck out of my sunlight.
Still top tier.
He would also bark at people.
Yes. I still think
mood.
I still think the funniest goddamn thing was that the only thing he owned for a while was a fucking basin to drink water out of, and then he saw a little kid walk up to a puddle, cup his hands, and then drink from that, and he's like, holy fucking shit, revolutionary, and tosses the basin away.
Kid.
What about Space
Captain Doxon? Captain Doxon, I'm going to need you to go online and start a rumor that the next Space Marine model is going to be Marines, Calgar, and Crocs.
Yes! Possum, can we get on that? Possum, can we get on that? Can we get Space Marine and Crocs, please?
No. It's gonna be in the dad outfit. He's gonna be wearing cargo shorts and a button-up shirt with Crocs.
Yes.
Ain't no saving him.
Behold,
Marnie is Calgar grill.
Has to be like a Hawaiian style, like button-up shirt too. Like really lean into it.
Oh, that's a question. What type of barbecue does Marnius Calgar have?
Not at all.
What type of grill does he own? He owns a grill. That man owns a grill.
That man definitely owns a grill. I'm gonna say a Blackstone.
Ooh, yeah, okay. So he can smash things with fists.
Yes. Especially when he's stressed after work.
Make smash burgers with the fists of
he does it. He doesn't own a professional grill. He prefers the traditional way of cooking it on a hot slab of volcanic rock.
Ooh, okay.
He hung out with Tushan. Right. He hung out with Tushan and Dante after the Second War of Armageddon, and he was cooking with like a regular grill. Tushan just went, you're using that? You're using that kind of fucking grill, dude? And he's just like, what, you have a better idea? Yeah. Here. Grabs a fucking rock from Nocturne, puts it on the fucking thing, is like, put your meat on there? How long has this been there? Like, how long has that rock been in your ship? Oh, don't worry, we've had it in the forges for days.
Mm-hmm.
And then he puts it, and then he cooks the meat perfectly on it.
Out of curiosity, boss, have you ever had meat cooked like that?
Yes.
It's delicious.
It's fucking amazing.
I remember going, so I had family for a while living in a small town called Penticton. There was a restaurant at the top of one of the hills in Penticton where they were like, they sold, like, they made like basically like moose and deer burgers kind of a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did cook on like a traditional like rock grill and stuff. So yes, I have had it. Only the one time though. And it was
I like I do like the line that chat is going down. Actually, it's Abaddon that had a Blackstone grill, but he unfortunately smashed it in Acadia.
Along with his daughter.
Russ doesn't grill his meat. He exclusively smokes it.
Well, I was gonna say the other one. The other one is you can use the stone, or you can also like really heat up like a block of salt as well.
I was about to bring that up. Yep.
Yes,
that is delicious.
Yeah,
yeah, because you don't even need a season. You don't even need to season the meat at that point.
Now I'm just thinking like how all the Primarchs cook. Fucking Lionel cooks by the fire. Like he has he always gets a fire, like traditional wood fire, or sets up like a proper thing. Because he's just like, this is how I cook. Fuck you. This is how I cook entirely. I
think you're right. I think you're right. I think he sets up the fire, but I think he then puts like a Dutch oven on it to like cook his meat inside that.
Fulgrim has like a full Hell's Kitchen setup.
Yeah, but he doesn't ever. But he never uses it because his work is just not perfect enough.
It's a conversation piece at that point.
It's a conversation piece. Perturabo doesn't cook his own food. He doesn't have time for that.
He has a servitor bring him a sandwich.
Yeah, he has a servitor bring him like the bare minimum of what he needs.
Yeah.
Jagatai Khan.
No, he doesn't. No, Perturabo doesn't even cook. He has an IV straight into his veins that just provides him all the nutrients he needs.
Jagatai Khan, entirely hibachi. He goes extreme hibachi. Everyone's cooking in the tent.
Specifically,
everyone's
hibachi
cooking in the
that
tent.
is portable.
Yep, hibachi that is portable.
To the
when he does
bigger than anybody else thinks.
I mean, when Jagatai does get to like a kitchen where he can actually cook, he's like doing like a teppanyaki kind of thing, because he's got the space to do it at that point.
Yeah,
you're leaning more to the Japanese aspect of it. The Mongols actually traditionally didn't cook their meat; they either smoked it or salted it.
Yeah, it's jerky generally.
I'm thinking like jerky. I'm thinking more along the lines of like he celebrates with everybody, like he celebrates with his warriors and like stuff like that. Like he celebrates with his family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, though, I think Jagatai is cultured enough. He appreciates every cooking style.
Yes.
He definitely has multiple cooking styles.
That also being the case, he absolutely drinks fermented horse milk because that's
100%
Mongolian thing.
Yes.
Like,
then there's even Russ, who's like, he smokes that shit. He smokes that shit hard. Then there's Rogaldorn, he doesn't smoke it and he ferments it. Because that's the other way that you cook in Scandinavia. Then there's Rogaldorn.
Fermented haddock.
Then there's Rogaldorn. Yeah. He is the exact same like Perturabo, but he cuts the crusts off his sandwiches. He cuts the crusts. Then there's Conrad Kurz. Rat.
He eats his raw.
Yeah, he eats his raw.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't even cook. He doesn't even cook it. Like, it's not even red. It's just raw.
Just raw.
Conrad Kurz is the one. He's like chewing. Yeah. He's like chewing the top off like the bean can and just eating them without cooking.
He's absolutely feral, intentionally. He knows how to cook. He also knows how to eat with proper manners. He refuses to.
I mean, considering he absolutely performed cannibalism while on Nocturne,
that's not disputed. Then there's Sanguinius, who tries to cook the most beautiful meal. Actually, no, he doesn't even try to cook the most beautiful meal. He cooks like an average meal, but everyone keeps like, like sucking him off and like highly praising him. He's just like, I just poured cereal into a bowl.
See, the problem is like in the way that in the actual lore, it is a case of like he does something that he doesn't actually find that impressive, but he will execute it perfectly. So it is just impressive.
Yeah, it's just like he impressively poured that cereal and milk into that bowl. Ferrus Manus is like the traditional. I'm gonna fucking stick a pike through it, and I'm just gonna turn it over the fire.
Oh yeah, he's got something going on his spit.
It's efficient. It's entirely about efficiency. Then
Big into
there's
kebabs.
Angron, who he never would have been taught how to cook.
No, they would. The gladiators. Gladiators ate really well, like historically.
Not him.
Generally, a lot. Well, he did because he was massive and jacked, and he was an investment.
We'll also remember we're going based off their cultures they're based off of. So
yeah. He wouldn't have been taught how to cook. He would have been cooked for.
Yeah, but he would primarily eat things like beans and like pulses and like very, very high fat diet, but
tapas.
Yeah.
The point is that
Lots of stews.
My point is that like he wouldn't cook.
That being said, Karn is canonically German, so the World Eaters have amazing sausage.
Yes. Then there's Ravuta Gilliman, who he had a mom, and I know mothers for a fact. My mom said, "You're not leaving this house until you know how to fucking cook for yourself." Gilliman, where Fulgrim has Hell style kitchen. Has a Hell's Kitchen style kitchen for the fucking conversation piece. Gilliman has it because he actively uses it.
So, I mean, considering Macragge is sort of based on Rome, is Gilliman's cooking just Italian then?
Yes.
Does Gilliman have an Italian mum?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, also, yes, absolutely.
Remember,
consider how she behaved.
Remember, what we consider Italian today is very different from Roman cooking. I forget the name of it, but I think it was mostly a dessert though. But I think his favorite meal would be I forget the name of it, but it was essentially puff pastry that was fried and then drizzled with honey.
Yes.
Mm. I mean, one of the other Roman desserts is essentially fish custard.
Yes.
So, either way, the point is that Gilliman is giving you a full Roman-style Italian feast.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna fucking like it. Where's the lamb sauce? Hell's Kitchen Gilliman edition.
Yeah.
Then there's Mortarion. Poison. Poison with a side of poison.
Yeah. The poison. The poison specifically for Mortarion. Mortarion's poison.
Mortarion's poison.
Yep.
To be serious, like, he's also the kind of person that's like, I need to be efficient. Because, like, it's not like people were cooking the best food on Barbarous, just saying.
Yeah.
Then there's Magnus, who is a culinary expert. He cooks it precisely how the instructions say.
And it somehow always goes wrong.
It somehow always goes wrong.
He is that meme of the person just like he's doing everything perfectly. He's just standing there and he's just cooking it all perfectly. It's all fantastic. He's just about to plate it up and then it just bursts into flames.
He is the Homer Simpson meme.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then there's Lorgar, who I don't know. Do we want to give him credit for being a decent cook?
Well, Colchis is sort of Colchis is now in hindsight probably quite problematically like Middle Eastern coded, so he probably makes like kebabs and stuff, like
probably,
and has like really good like kind of like that kind of food. I just realizing that Colchis is essentially Middle Eastern coded for the ultra religious fanatic that's great. GW there from the 90s, from the mid 2000s when you were defining this shit. Well done there.
Good job, buddies. Can I imagine us playing the fucking pineapple pizza meme on Gilliman and even Perturabo? Here's the thing. Pizza came from like Rome and Italy. But the problem is that like Gilliman would be like, nah, if you're gonna cook it that way, you're gonna cook it right. You're gonna put pineapple on pizza, you're gonna do it fucking right.
Well, honestly,
my actually Italian friends will be annoyed at me if I don't say this. Okay, the type of pizza that came to the United States from Italy bears no resemblance to what you were thinking in terms of pineapple on pizza. That is a New York thing. That is New York.
No,
York,
no,
basically,
Hawaiian pizza, pineapple on pizza came from fucking Canada, actually.
It did.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But like,
but
like
also,
the
yeah,
idea
like,
of like the round pie, the thin crust, all that kind of stuff, that's New York.
but also even then, I don't think Gilman would eat like like a traditional Italian pizza, because remember, a traditional Italian pizza historically was the poor people food.
I think Gilliman would eat.
I
think Gilliman would
it
eat
wasn't.
that. He did talk with like the downtrodden of McCrag. Like he hung out.
It actually wasn't popularized until I forget which French queen, but until a French queen came down to Italy, saw it, and wanted to try some. And then that's what kind of caused the explosion. It's like, oh, it's good enough for the queen, it's good enough for anybody, kind of thing.
I don't know. I think Gilliman's more of a Detroit style pizza guy.
Like a dish pizza.
Oh.
It's kind of deep dish. It's not quite. It's like square and it's like almost fried in the. It's like an actual
You mean more like
pizza.
a pan pizza?
It's like a pan pizza, but it's almost like fried in the pan. They were originally fried in like automotive pans because Detroit.
Yeah.
Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. I have to say this mantra over to myself to keep myself painting, because I'm looking at this. I'm like, this is awful. It's trust the process.
Trust your process.
What were we thinking for?
What
were we thinking for Corax?
I was Horace Lupercal next, actually.
Oh, Horace.
Horace.
No. Oh yeah, no. Horace has got like a full like offset smoker rig going.
Oh yeah, like Horace.
Just like.
He puts on a show for everybody, but you know what Horace likes? He likes just like putting stuff in the oven and having like snacky foods. Like he knows how to like cook everything. Like he is a master of it. But in reality, he's just like, I'm gonna cook me some matzo sticks tonight and just go cry by the fireplace.
I can see that.
I got craving for just some fish fingers or something.
Exactly right. Then there's Corvus Corax, who is basically just like, no, it would be Vulcan next, because Vulcan's 18. Vulcan like cooks stuff on like hot lava rocks.
Oh yeah, he does or just direct heat barbecue.
Exactly.
Like, just cook meat with fire.
Then Corax I think Corax, since his upbringing was he was a prisoner, he really likes like rations and stuff. He likes dried food. He likes to dry his food.
I don't know. In my brain, Corax is like a weeb, so he gets cup noodle.
It's a cup of noodles.
Yeah.
Breaks into the warden's office when he was a kid just to steal his fucking cup of noodles.
Yeah.
Always.
And then, like, he'd get caught by, like, fucking, his handler, and his handler, like, what the fuck did you do? And he's like, listen, I appreciate you. I think you're wonderful. I just want microwave noodles. Then there's...
And he's looking at him just like, what do you mean?
Then there's Alfarius and Omegon. They like Kit Kat. Because they split it off. 2 for me,
Brilliant.
2 for you.
Nice.
Yep. Unironically brilliant.
I say this because I wouldn't know what they cook because we hardly know anything about them.
Sadly. There's so much we could learn.
Okay, so what about Malkador?
Malkador is the kind of guy who...
Malkador orders out all the time, let's be honest.
He orders out all the time. He gave up. He gave up because, like, the Emperor wouldn't eat anything you put in front of him, and he's just like, you fucking ungrateful bastard. Fine, we'll get McDonald's, you piece of shit. There is one McDonald's left on Terra. Malkador is the only one that knew where it was.
He's the one keeping
Constantine Valdor.
It's built somewhere deep in. That's what's in one of the black cells. Is the last McDonald's.
Fucking Constantine Valdor. Constantine Valdor
to resist temptation.
Constantine Valdor lost the sticky note where it was, and it's been Trajan Valoris's like fucking life mission to find it.
We shall search this palace, and one day we shall find the nuggies.
He finally fucking finds it, and there's still somebody working there.
And the ice cream machine is still broken.
Oh, you can feel that in your soul.
I don't know, guy. I don't know. Like the factory where like the people that knew how to fix it is gone, right? So like I don't know how to fix it. Like what do you want me to do about it? I want you to get me my nuggies.
Say,
wait,
new mission unlocked.
Wait, huh?
Train
this place has been lost. This place has been lost for 10,000 years. How are you working here? Oh, my family have been tending this for 10,000 years. You mean you've just been coming into the palace and like going to work for 10,000 years?
Yeah.
And like we've not noticed. Yeah.
I mean, the credits have been deposited every week.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
has it kept up with inflation?
Yeah. To society later.
They look at you just horrified.
Dude, love the shorts. Rabute being stressed beyond belief is such truth, lore-wise. Who, in your opinion, is the biggest threat to the whole galaxy? My opinion is Tyranids. I think the biggest threat to the galaxy is
the Imperium.
I wouldn't say the Imperium, because the Imperium's like, the Imperium can't fucking do anything. They do one thing. They do one thing. It sets them back like 100 years. I think like the greatest threat to the galaxy, honestly, is just the nihilism. That's like what's driving Abaddon. It's like what's driving like a lot of the factions. Is like nihilism.
Exhaustion.
I mean, not orcs.
Wanting it to just finally be over.
Orcs are the only ones having a good time.
Because, like, at the end of the day, like, you can argue, like, oh, well, the Tyranids are the, like, greatest threat, but then you see the Tyranids get beat in, like, every fucking thing, and you're just like, where? Like, how do I justify this? Then, like, it's like, oh, no, it's the orcs, because the orcs can literally, like, grow in just a decade into, like, this massive wall that will overrun the galaxy. And then you watch the orcs just break apart and fight each other more than they fight any other faction in the universe. Then people are like, oh, well, the forces of chaos. And it's like, yeah, but anytime one of the gods tries to do anything, they just fuck each other in the ass.
Yep.
I did see something here. What was I going to say originally? I lost what I was going to say originally. Shit! Oh god, I've been successfully distracted.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Honestly, doing the Gilliman skits has it's kind of rekindled my love for skits, but at the same time, it's just like one of those things where I'm like, it's not the sole thing I want to be known for. I do appreciate the love, though. It's just like one of those things where it's like, I want to be known for more than just like the 40k funny man. I want to be like, I want to help people. I want to help them get into the hobby and everything. And I do appreciate it so much that like people are like, this is funny. And this is like my gateway into like Warhammer, and I'm like, yay! And I do appreciate it when someone's like, I love your skits, man, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad you do. I was brought in my skits, but remember the tournament vids. Yeah. What is your opinion on the Necromunda's new character? I haven't read anything on the new character, so I don't have an opinion on them yet. Chat, right now, I am currently trying to get the Mechanicus video completed. And then I'm taking a small break because I underestimated my knowledge Well, I overestimated myself when it came to, like, the Mechanicus and, like, the Imperium. Because I'm like, oh, like, this will be easy. And then my method of creation is like, all right, find a way how to simplify something down without making it sound, like, stupid. And, like, you're not, like, present it like you're talking to a 4th grader without speaking like you're talking to a 4th grader. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, that should be, And I showed my script to Old School here, and he's like, you should mention this and this. And then I went back into the script, and I'm like, I literally can't. It's too complicated. I can't do it. Like, I can add in, like, the mechanic, like the more specific breakdown of what a tech priest is, but, like, I can't talk about the Titan Legions, because the Titan Legions are their own thing entirely. Yes, they are a part of the Mechanicum, like, they're part of the Mechanicus, but they're their own thing entirely. They're like knights, and I have to figure out a way how to talk about them in their own way. And I'm just like, oh, I severely overestimated my ability here. And it kind of drove me up the wall when trying to write about them. And I'm very worried about the Mechanicus video now. Because I know a lot of people are going to be like, why didn't you talk about this? Why didn't you talk about that? And I'm just like, because it's too much. It's too much information overload. Like, how do you have a faction that has so much tied to them, yet has so little to say? Like, oh my god. Fucking Forge World like, Forge World Lucius. You know, the guys that make the Lucius pattern las gun. Or, as I like to call it, yo, this is Krieg's Forge World. Where are they in the galaxy, guys? Where's their planet located? Where is Lucius located? They're the guys that supply Krieg, right? Where would you think they are?
Yeah.
I would assume at least somewhere in the Krieg sector?
Nope. They're an Imperial Nihilus. They're on the other side of the Great Rift.
Oh, Krieg's running out then.
Yeah, where the fuck is Krieg getting all the Lucius pattern weaponry?
I mean, presumably from other Forge Worlds are producing under license at this point.
Probably, but
you hope.
I had to look that up. I'm like, wait, where are they in the galaxy? Lucius, other side of the fucking Great Rift.
That's actually
a problem.
Really interesting.
And I'm like, you just dropped that on me and expect me not to have a fucking aneurysm? Are you fucking for real? And now you see my problem when writing the Mechanicus video. And then, like, how do you mention, like, all their stuff? Like, how do you mention, like, a Mechanicus cohort? Well, like, it's the Skitarii legions, mostly. Like, their vehicles and everything are piloted by the Skitarii. Yeah. So then I had to dedicate a little bit of the video talking about the Skitarii. By the way, do you guys want to know how they introduced Mechanicus as a playable faction in 40k? I know that Will and TCOM will remember this. I don't know if Aramis will.
I probably don't then.
When the Mechanicus became a playable faction in 7th edition.
I'm sorry, they didn't come until 7th edition?
Nope.
Ow.
Their codex came in 2. There were 2 codexes for the Mechanicum. One for Skitarii, one for everything else. You got a book explaining the Skitarii legions and got Vanguard and Rangers and a Marshal. Good job. You spent $80 on that. Then you had to buy the Mechanicus book. But if you wanted to bring Skitarii, they weren't Mechanicum. They were Skitarii. so you had to ally them in. But they could still be affected by the Adeptus Mechanicus rules, even though ally rules didn't work like that.
What in the world?
But
also,
they
when
were
we
the
say
exception.
you got to get the book, it wasn't actually a book. It was a EPUB.
Nope, they had the physical book. I remember the physical book.
Oh, they had
I
a
read
physical
through
book.
it.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Wow.
I read through both. It wasn't until 8th edition where they were put into one army. And then that book had knights in it.
And then the interesting thing is that wasn't even the plan as well.
Yep.
The plan is sad. Like the plan that never happened is sad.
Which plan was that?
Because the plan was that they were going to basically do what they did with the Custodians, and they were basically going to take all of the units they'd been making, Forge World had been making for Heresy, and that was going to be the Mechanicum army. That was going to be the Adeptus Mechanicus army in 40k as well. And like they were like partial of the way through because they'd already been out in like Heresy for a while, and they were part of the way through doing that. And the guy who was the lead writer on it, unfortunately died.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
No one. It was like his pet project as well, and like no one wanted to take over.
What?
They didn't want to fuck it up.
They didn't want to fuck it up. So it just never happened.
I mean, I get it, but still.
But the guy was literally beloved within GW.
That message at the end of Space Marine 1, that's dedicated to that guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, he was well beloved by like the staff of GW. And when you have someone that beloved on a project, taking it up feels to a lot of people sacrilege.
Yeah.
And no one wanted that spice, especially if they fucked it up and failed.
Yep.
It's the same kind of problem when like Inafune left Capcom. No one wanted to touch Mega Man because it was Inafune's baby and they didn't know what to do with it. Until Inafune fucked up and they were like, okay, let's make a better Mega Man than Inafune could make. And then they made Mega Man 11. But, yeah, so... Trust me, Mechanicus... You thought Mechanicus was in a weird state back in 10th edition? Nah, blood. They were in a weird state back in fucking 7th.
They were in a weird state from the get-go.
Yeah, they were... And it's not like they were a bad army, chat. Like, I fought them, like, a few times back in 7th. They were a decent army. Like, they could rock your shit. But the problem was trying to build a Mechanicus army. It was annoying. Because you had to get 2 books, and then you had to go through fucking hoops and hurdles to make sure this army functioned. Because you needed a marshal for your Skitarii to work, and then your marshal was basically like a secondary HQ choice in an allied detachment for Mechanicus. Which then, rules-wise, it shouldn't have worked. But since you have a Dominus leading your other army, and you have the Skitarii Marshal just benefits from the Adeptus Mechanicus guy leading the other army.
I love when people say they miss allies in 40k. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you fucking do not. You have no idea what you're talking about. I fucking hated allies, and I was an Imperial player. I had access to most of the ally matrix, and it never worked out in our favor. It never worked. It only worked for Tau and Eldar.
Taunar.
Yep. If you were playing orcs, you're shit out of luck. If you're playing Necrons, you're shit out of luck. If you're playing Tyranids, funny. You think you get friends, you're funny. And then, like, oh, you're playing Dark Angels? Well, you're allies of convenience with Space Wolves, not Battle Brothers. Oh. Because, you remember that Dark Angels and Space Wolves were rivals. Because who weren't the Space Wolves rivals with back in the day? Because apparently Space Wolves have beef with everybody.
I was gonna say Russ did kind of knock their Primarch out.
No, Lionel knocked
Johnson knocked Russ out.
Yeah, other way around.
I want them to do it the other way around if they ever meet again.
If they ever meet again, shows up, first thing he does is right hook.
Yeah, just first thing he does is decks Lionel Johnson, and then they both laugh, and then that plot point is resolved.
Yes.
Just the most welcome home brother moment.
That would be fun. Do you think Dark Admech will ever become a faction 40k tabletop? If people scream loud enough, Mechanicus and Space Dwarves did become a faction again because people were yelling about it.
I genuinely think it might be a thing in this edition, in 11th edition.
Because we did get Dark Mechanicum units in Horus Heresy.
Yeah, I think Dark Mechanicum is where Vashtor's going. Eventually.
That could be cool.
It might also, and I know T-Gum's going to maybe not like this, but it might also be where the Iron Warriors end up going. If they want to make the Iron Warriors distinct.
That'll definitely not make him happy.
Still playable.
I'm still pissed off at Lehman Russ for destroying Magnus's homeworld.
There were things happening there.
There was extenuating circumstances. It's kind of everyone's fault.
Other people were also there.
To make that happen.
I am. Just give me a minute. Like, I'm trying to finish up this part of the cape. Don't worry.
Other people were also there as well.
Yeah, like Russ.
It was not just the Space Wolves that
to be fair to Lehman Russ, he actually did try to contact Magnus first. Like, when he got over into orbit, he actually tried talking to Magnus. And it was like what the fuck happened? He wasn't even trying to be like a dick about it. He was just like, dude, what happened? I know you wouldn't have done that for no good reason. And then Magnus just proceeded to turn him on, like, put him on silent. And so Lehman Russ had no choice. Because he was under orders. Like, you gotta remember, he's a soldier. He's gonna follow orders. He's gonna go down to the planet and do what he was ordered to do. Because Magnus isn't talking, which, at that point, Lehman Russ has no choice but to assume the worst.
Also, this is the role that he has given himself and his legion, because it means they don't have to do what the Emperor actually probably intended the Space Wolves to be doing.
Yes.
Which is going around and genociding people.
Yes. All right. That is it for the stream. Thank you all so much for coming. I have to go DM for D&D. I know that Mitsuki is screaming at me somewhere. But I will not leave you all with nothing. I will try to find somebody for us to raid into. So, give me a moment, chat. I am cleaning up my side of the desk. This is as far as we got, by the way, with the Red Corsair. He's not anywhere near done.
Still looking good.
I will be working on my Masters of the Maelstrom and my Red Corsairs on and off stream. So, be assured of that. And we will be streaming tomorrow. And we'll be streaming Friday with Lost in Spirals with Don't Starve Together, because that is a game she really wanted to play with somebody, and I was more than willing to play with her. But let's go find somebody to raid, chat. Let's go find somebody to raid. Who's alive? We'll go raid into Spooky Runa.
Spooky.
Yeah, Spooky.
Remember, everybody. Let her know the mole did it.
Yes. I hope you all have a fantastic night, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming. 100 people. Holy fuck. I promise to do you guys proud, but until then, everybody, I will talk to you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Oh, right. My raid has to prepare. Shit. Sorry. I have been so tired, chat. Also, Gene Stealer Cult's out this Saturday on YouTube, so be ready for that. Good night, everybody! Alright, I'm gonna yelled at by Mitsuki's gang, so I gotta talk to you guys later.
Yep.
Okay.
Go have fun
Yep.
DMing.
No worries.